Welcome to another episode of what's it called? On the Couch with Cam?
Just answered your question.
That's actually cute. We can leave that actually. Okay. Welcome to another episode of On the Couch with Cam. And today we have TikTok sensational couple, the Chitombis. And if you haven't followed them, I really think you guys should go follow them. Their content will keep you engaged, laughing, and definitely a little bit of tears every now and then, because their story is definitely a heartwarming, and it's not everybody's story, but it's definitely theirs. So Ingrid and Daniel, if you could give us a very short, a quick sentence to describe your relationship.
Fun.
Peaceful and very chaotic.
Okay.
Yeah.
And obviously you are on this pregnancy journey. Yes, Ingrid is going to probably have the baby before we even release this.
Yeah.
So, and we now know it's a boy.
Yes.
So, are you both excited?
Very excited.
Nervous?
I wanted a boy.
Okay.
I think I am nervous about the birth. I did traumatize myself a little bit, watching women give birth.
I told her not to do that.
Yeah. But I'm okay. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to experience what it's like to give birth. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I wanted a girl. Initially, it was like, daddy's little angel. But then when I saw blue in the cake, I was just as happy.
I think the video, which we will tag on here, is that the video of you finding out the gender of the baby is definitely something that is absolutely beautiful, and it's very authentic. Very authentic, I think, with the both of you. How has pregnancy changed who you guys are as a couple?
For me, I think I'm still convincing myself that I'm at a good age to be having kids. And it does hit me sometimes, like I'm going to be a mom. I ask myself, am I really mature enough to have a kid? But it's I think it's just helped me just become more of a woman.
Yeah, same. Like I'm 26, which is not young, but it's not old either. So it's like, okay, it's happening. But and it feels like a dream, because it's something that we were so excited to do, because we did plan to have the child. So it's like, it's like a lucid dream, and it's like we're living our best life, because bringing life into this world, and it's gonna be like looking like her. It better look like her. Better look like mommy. So I'm gonna have like another version of my wife. I'm gonna have two of them, which is beautiful.
Just in a boy.
Just in a boy, of course. Yeah, but still,
Hopefully he gets the dimple.
Yeah, I hope he gets your dimple, Ingrid. I really.
Yeah.
He gets the dimple. Okay, so if we just go a little bit back, so a little bit before baby, we hear you speak on how you asked her to be your girlfriend.
Yes.
I've never heard the story of how you got engaged.
Oh, so it was actually quite confusing. Daniel threw a 21st birthday for me. Initially, there wasn't supposed to be anyone else in the room. And I think under pressure, he did end up asking me. But it wasn't really asking, but it was because someone else was in the room taking a video of us. I was like, is it an engagement? Is it not an engagement? And then I didn't consider it as an engagement, but we were telling people that we did get engaged. And then December of 2025, he had put the camera down, written on a piece of paper, "Will you marry me?" in front of the Christmas tree. And we looked at the phone and it wasn't recording.
Yeah, that was so
I was like, no, let's retake the video. I can cry and everything all over again.
No, I'm not gonna have a fake reaction, because we're not a fake couple. We want everything to be real, everything to be natural. Most of our videos on our content, it's all one takes. So if we have mistakes or anything like that, we just usually leave it as is, because we want people to see our real side. So, but then when I asked her out, like I had asked her to be my wife. I had a printed jerseys, white jerseys, matching jerseys, and it's Joshua 15 verse 24, if I'm not mistaken. It says, "As for me and my house, we serve the Lord." And I had a house here and the verse, and then in the back was, "As for me and my house, we serve the Lord." And then in the in the house it was written Ingrid Rose, and then on her one it was written Daniel Chitombi, and then I had on pictures, and then I had Will You Marry Me and all our pictures under the Christmas tree. So I gave her all the gifts, she gave me my gifts, and then on the last gift she opened and she said, "Will you marry me?" And she was sobbing.
You kept saying no.
She kept saying yes. So this is the funny part, guys. So she kept saying, so I'm like, "Will you marry me?" Right? I'm on my knee, ring here. She's like, "No, no." I'm like, "Huh? No, no." I'm like, "Wait, what?" No, no. I'm like, "Wait." And then she says, "No, I mean yes, 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 yes." I'm like, "Is it a no? Is it a yes?"
You don't know?
You don't
No, sure.
Very confusing. Very, very confusing.
That's actually cute because I'm like, I've heard all your other stories, but I haven't heard how you
Yes,
We do use the video of the 21st as our engagement,
Official.
but then he like officially asked me on the 25th of December.
December, yes, yeah.
I think that's actually really beautiful. So we take it Daniel's the romantic one in the...
I guess
If you'll
so.
see the video of the room, yeah, it was very, very nicely done. It was the first time I had something like that.
Yeah.
Going forward, what is your dreams and hopes for each other and for your baby?
Oh, my dreams and hopes for him.
For Daniel?
It would definitely to just finally be able to relax.
Mm-hmm.
His job is very stressful, and I've seen it actually take a toll, but he really loves his job, and he is a provider. So I see how hard he works, but then you also see like how it's draining him, and I want to see him in that beautiful house of ours that we built, with all our kids and everything that we wanted, even just like the white picket fence. I just want that for him, to just have that. Yeah.
Making me feel awkward.
So you laugh when you're awkward, Daniel?
Yes, yeah, you got I'm a man, you know.
So what is your dreams and hopes for you?
Definitely her just having a beautiful life that she deserves, and I mean by beautiful, I mean like with the wealth, and you know, we have a vision of where we're going, but where she has her own business and she's running it on the side and it's thriving, and you know, we got the kids like, you know, waking up in the morning, going to school early in the morning, you know, and everything is just easy, and she can buy expensive bags. She's not an expensive person whatsoever. Like she doesn't want
Really
name branded
humble.
stuff and everything like that. Yes, she got a Steve Madden bag, and she hates it because it's written Steve Madden everywhere, and she feels like she's flashing it. Yeah, she likes to buy like those handbags that are, it's kind of like hidden.
Okay.
Yeah, so I want her to have those expensive stuff and wearing expensive clothing. She deserves it. She's deserved it. She's so lovely.
Yeah.
She's the perfect woman.
Did you always want to go into content creating?
I did. I loved it.
Me, not at all.
Yeah, Ingrid hated
Not
it.
at all. I did not want to be in front of the camera. It took me a really long while to get used to having a phone recording, because it's very awkward for me.
Yes.
I actually just shut down sometimes.
Yes.
And a lot of the time we get people, I'm not sure if you see our comments where people are like, no, let
Yes.
Ingrid talk.
Yes.
Let Ingrid do this, let Ingrid do that.
Yeah,
But then I don't think they understand that I stop immediately when my sentence is done. If I'm done talking about what I'm talking about, I just completely stop. And you can't have that in content creation.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta keep going, you gotta keep the vibe going. Not me.
Yeah.
I immediately stop. So he has to cut in all the time to save the video from being
Yes.
boring.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're getting there. I do see, you know, myself in the future maybe doing like brand deals, and I'm very excited to do it. I'm just, you know, just trying to build that confidence.
Yes, but then she's completely changed. If you've seen her a couple of years ago,
Yeah.
now she's just all into it. So I always had the vision, you know. And Ingrid is such a beautiful person, but it's crazy to me that sometimes we do a video and then she'll say, no, don't post it, because she says she looks ugly. And I'm like,
And that is actually what I was going to say. If there's anything that you guys take away from this video, is she's not wearing makeup. This is flawless, natural beauty.
nothing. And she never does.
Absolutely.
She never does.
Natural. And I, like, literally, I'm sitting and I'm like, wow, she's absolutely stunning.
Thank you. I did
And
good.
you. Okay, guys. So coming back to when you guys first started, did the community, did your families find it easy with the interracial couple thing? How was that?
My family absolutely loved Ingrid. They were happy that I was, finally mixing up the bloodline a little bit. I'm changing.
Blurring the lines.
I'm changing surnames. So they were absolutely in love with Ingrid, and from the first time they met her, I took a bit longer to introduce my, because obviously with black people, when we introduce our partner to our family, you need to be sure that you're marrying the person. You can't just bring like a fling or someone that you're kind of like thinking about. So as soon as I knew that I want to be with her for the rest of my life, I took her and she met my mom. That was 1 year into our relationship, so I took my time.
And you, Ingrid?
And for me, my family, the racism was very light, but we just got through it, and they did love Daniel, his personality. I think it was just the race that was a problem.
That's the thing. So we if we can just say it bluntly as possible, if Daniel was any other race, would it have been a problem?
Not at all. Not at all. They would have accepted him like open arms. They would have probably been making an effort to be in my life, correcting problems if I confronted them about it. Always praising Daniel. Oh, he's got such a good job. He's such a hard worker. I'm so happy you're with him. But I never got that. I never got, I'm so happy you're happy. I'm so happy that you are being taken care of. Yeah. So it's okay though.
Yeah, so just you and him.
Just
Yeah,
us.
just us.
Just us and his family.
Yeah.
Okay. And his family make you feel part of their family?
Very loved. For the first time I felt like very, very loved unconditionally, without me having to do something for them, without me having to ask them to love me. They've just loved me. His sisters and his mom is amazing.
How many sisters do you have, Daniel?
2.
And you, Ingrid?
I have one brother.
Okay. Did you have to pay lobola for Ingrid? This is something I would love to know.
So this was the best part, I thought about it and I was like, I'm not going to pay anything at all. So I was like, well, there's nothing stopping me from marrying this beautiful person. I didn't pay a single cent. Actually, a funny story from this. There's this one time where I had to send money to Ingrid's father for some apparent reason. So when I was sending the money, I put on the message, I put lobola money, and it was only like, I think it was only like 1,000 rands or something. And then he called and he's like, 1,000 rand for lobola. You cheapskate. He's like, he wants his goats, he wants his cows, he wants all those things. And I was like, you'll get it later. I'll build you a home. How was that? I'll build your house.
That actually sounds sweet. How many kids do you guys want to have?
I said 5. If it so happens that we have an extra one, I want to stop it at 7. I really like
5 plus 1 is
numbers.
6.
No,
7.
yeah. So
She doesn't want even numbers.
Yeah, I don't want no even number kids, and that's why I said he has to work really hard. He's a good provider, so he needs to keep up what he's doing. So I definitely want 5
I
kids.
love that for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want a big family.
I think we should also do a second part of this interview after the labor process.
Yes, definitely.
And a lot of people have been telling me that, but I think that with pregnancy, I would do all of this over and over and over again. I would rake my body to have my family, because I want my kids. I want those Christmases. I want the loud houses. I want stressing over food, how I'm gonna feed my kids. I want waking up early in the morning, crusty eyes, making lunch. I want all of that.
Yeah.
And I want it with a lot of kids.
Yeah.
And you want to with
Chaos.
Daniel.
Yeah.
Of course, it's all with him.
I think it also comes from the fact that when Ingrid grew up, because it's different, when Ingrid grew up, she didn't have that with her family. So
Very
the fact
small,
that
very quiet family. Then I met Dan, and his family is very loud, very out there. Like
Very
when they
Christmas.
visit us, when we visit them, it is never quiet.
Yeah.
Even when you talk to his sister one-on-one, it's very loud.
Yeah.
Very loud. So I want that.
Yeah. So we
Want
get
all
to
the
create.
screaming.
Yeah, we get to create our own family. That's
So 7 kids, 5 or 7 kids.
5 or 7
Yeah.
kids, yeah.
I had to negotiate it down, by the way.
I was about to say,
Because I was like, whoa, like I didn't, you know what? That's the thing, right? You know, because I didn't pay Lobola, but she's making sure I'm gonna pay.
you're gonna stay. There's gonna be 7 kids. You're going nowhere.
More expensive than the cars.
Okay, guys. If there's anything that your TikTok family does not know about you, or your YouTube, what are the things that people don't know about you?
I don't really know,
That people don't know about you guys.
because we are very
We shared a lot.
Yeah.
We share
we
a
are
lot.
very open about our life and stuff, but
Yeah, we've shared quite a lot about our lives, about how the things that we went through, the things that we overcame, and even our life, even like if something funny has to happen, like if one of us accidentally presses the alarm button, we make a video about that. One of us, no names will be mentioned. We just make a video about it immediately because it's funny. So our TikTok is basically, and our Instagram or YouTube, it's basically just us being us. We don't want to fake content. We don't want to be like these fake influencers. We just want to be relatable to the general public. And especially like in South Africa, there's a lot of young couples like that, because we get a lot of messages from people who are also just working retail, or they are apprentices and they're only earning 5,000, 6,000 rands, so they don't have much money. And we like to speak to the general public to just basically help them be like better. So we share everything. Yeah, we share literally
You guys
everything.
do share everything, because I think one of your first videos I watched was the how to buy your groceries on Pages Now. Firstly,
Yeah.
it's like, woo,
Yeah.
giving financial advice.
yeah.
But it was realistic.
Yes.
It appeals to everyday people.
Yes.
You know, people battle to make ends meet. Things are so
Yes.
expensive. So now, has that financial situations changed? Obviously.
Yes.
We still do use the Pages Now, but we have come a very long way from surviving on 4.9.
Well done.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And big ups to Ingrid for stretching that food, because I was like,
Yeah.
how many days in a month?
She's a really good cook, and she makes something great out of absolutely nothing. Her food tastes just as good as it looks. So it's good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I wish I make my own cooking.
Yeah, she's really good. Out of nothing. You just give her like basic ingredients, and somehow she's just like, it tastes good.
So, where do you see you guys in the next 5 years?
Definitely on kid number 2. I wouldn't say in Richards Bay. We
Okay.
do have plans to leave and have a life somewhere else. Doing better, maybe having more followers, me having more confidence on social media. One of my dreams, I don't know if you guys know who Nadia Jafta is.
Yes.
When I was in Cape Town, she was on that really big billboard at Canal Walk. And I told myself in 2022, one day that's gonna be me. So hopefully by then I'll have just a small fraction of that.
Would have thought
Just
that. That was
having
before the
that,
social media.
Yeah, long before.
Wow.
So maybe.
Wow. Can you do that?
It's literally the same. I think we have the same goals. I see ourselves doing like big media stuff, like out there advertising big brands, doing videos with big names, advertising people's businesses. And we still do it now. We do it for free. We help like small businesses, people who message us and say, hey, listen, I have a little restaurant, can you please just come and eat my food and review? And we don't even charge them, but then I see ourselves in the future doing bigger brands, getting paid for it, making that our absolute living, just complete social media and influencer and billboards and encouraging people to just start doing their things and, yeah.
And before we wrap it up, I just want to say, could you just talk on what exactly do both of you do? Like, what work do you do? What work do you do?
So I'm a qualified eyelash technician. I do think about continuing with it after baby's here, maybe a couple of months, but like really deep into it,
And you did?
I work for a company named Crisis Shield. We deal with private ambulances and hospital cashback for the general public.
Okay.
So people are able to, like majority of people already have medical aid for themselves, but then we know for a fact that, you know, you have a mother, a father, a sister who don't have the same access that you have to private ambulances.
Yeah.
So with Crisis Shield, you're basically able to cover your mother with access to private ambulances for like 50 Rand a month. 60 rands a month, and it works like a breakdown company. Basically, if someone is stuck somewhere, let's say in Limpopo or Cape Town, and if they call the number, they look at the nearest ambulances in the area, and then that near one is sent to the person, and then they're taken to the hospital. So that's basically the cover. It saves lives. So it's a beautiful, I love my job because it saves lives. I get phone calls from people at 3 a.m. at night sometimes, and they'll be telling me, hey, I just got admitted to the hospital. I almost died, and thank you so much for giving me this cover. You know, it's so emotional. And I'm like, you know, crazy. Such a small job that's saving lives.
If we could say a message to your followers on YouTube, on TikTok, Instagram, do you guys have Instagram as well? And Instagram.
Yes.
What is a message you would say to people watching who think that this could never be their life, or that they could never be content creators, and that they'll probably never get brand deals?
Okay, so I'll start on this one here. I think the first thing that I would say is you don't need equipment, you don't need tripods, you don't need good cameras. When Ingrid and I started making videos, we were putting our phone, I had an old Huawei phone, and we were putting it on top of boxes, and then we'll stand, and then we couldn't find the area, so we'll take like lanterns that we bought, and they were like 50 Rand, 100 Rand, and we just light them out, and then we just make a video from that. And then from that, now we are sitting on 150,000 followers on TikTok.
153.
Oh wow. You know, and we just started Instagram recently, and now we're on 10K followers. YouTube too, we're on about 8,000 subscribers, and we literally like just videoing from anything that we have. So you just gotta just do it. Don't overthink it. Just make videos about things that make you happy. If you like food, make videos about food. If you like your partner, like me, I love my wife, make videos about your wife. If you love anything that you love, cars, just do that, and then somehow, some way, you'll get there. Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. Anything from you, Ingrid?
My advice would be don't give up, because there was a lot of times where I did not want to take videos anymore. I asked myself, like, is this really what I want to do, because of, you know, the anxiety I have in front of cameras. But Daniel was the one, you know, that kept motivating me. So surround yourself with people who will motivate you and keep you having that confidence, and you'll see how far you get. Yeah.
So that's a wrap with Cam on the couch with the Chitombis.